what I believe is the right button for our choo-choo train.
I did as well.
Cool. All right, I'm
All right,
scrolling
added to
back up.
inventory.
Hopping back out. I feel like I am missing something from that house. Like you have that other half of the train ticket. I don't. All I have is that Raven's clock. But there is nothing else in
But you
that
know
house
what,
for
though?
me.
That's the thing, though. I believe that the whatever reward we get from the mechanical device,
Okay.
since it has an image of the train, is going to relate to the train at the house for you.
Okay. Fair enough.
If I had to guess.
All right. So I clicked on the. I'm at the stop. I'm at the train jukebox, as we're calling it. And I clicked on the empty hole and it put the button in.
All right, I have done the same now.
Okay. So you
Although,
said,
here,
yeah, go ahead.
one second. For whatever reason, I have both of our streams open. I have just the chat for yours, and then I have the image for mine.
Hmm.
Mine's now just showing the desktop for some. Okay, it flicked back over. There's a crazy delay on my stream. It looks like.
Yeah, mine too. Mine was pretty laggy when I was viewing it online via versus this.
All right, actually, you know what though? Because we only have half of the direction that the train goes.
Yes. So
Hmm.
I'm tempted to just put in these initial parameters and see what happens.
All right, I think that's fair.
So we have
So let's see.
2 up, 3 right, and 2 down from your ticket.
And then it goes to the right, but where we don't know, or where and how much I should say. All right, yeah, doing that, nothing has happened on my end.
Nothing has happened. 1 right click, also nothing has happened. So I'm gonna
All
back
right.
out from there. Ooh, the time has changed.
For me, the clock still says midnight.
Okay, mine says, what is this? 10 o'clock on the dot.
Strange.
When
So
did
the
that
time. So
change? Okay, question for you. When I switch from Raven's clock to the train station, there is a ding. There is no ding if I switch from the house to the train station. Is that
let me see here.
is that what you're seeing? Or hearing, I should say.
Now, the clock has changed for me as well. So
What
going
does it
from the
say?
now mine has changed to 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock going from the house to the train station? Or from the the Raven's clock to the train station?
Going from the house to the train station, it's now gone to 1. So if I do a full rotation all the way
Oh,
through,
rotating around is what changes the time. Hold on.
it's now 2 o'clock.
When I Okay, at one point I heard a train whistle. I'm gonna rewind time to 9 o'clock. Raven's clock is now open.
All right, so you said you rewound time
Yeah, I just
to
went left
9.
because it was shorter. But I guess it would have been the same, 3 and 9. But I was closer. I was already at 11 o'clock.
All right, so let's see. So I am now
So as long as you're in the
11.
somewhere between 3 and 9, I think Raven's clock will be open.
It'll just help, I think, for me to be on like the same time scale as
Nope,
you,
fair enough.
just in case. Yeah, so I heard like the sound of a door opening, and now Ravens is open.
Ooh, okay. All right,
So do we? Should we enter? I
yeah,
guess.
I'm clicking Raven's clock.
All right.
Heard the doorbell.
I'm gonna.
What do you see?
All right. So I'm inside the building, obviously.
Yep.
So the inside is well lit. I'm looking at a wall. It has a floral or an almost leaf pattern
Mm-hmm.
wallpaper. I can see it again molding, and then a staircase leading up. What I'm looking at seems to be an old radio. That it seems I'm able to set the kilohertz that it's set to. So, and I have 5 different choices: a 525, 1,820, 1,115, 1,410, and 1,705 kilohertz, as the room is filled with the sound of clocks.
Okay, and if you scroll up, do you see said clocks?
Yes, okay. So scrolling up. So now above the door it says, well, private, but I'm sure, I can only assume it says
Oh,
private.
mine says private. Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
Oh, okay. You need to go to full screen mode. You might be missing some stuff.
What do you mean full screen mode?
Well, mine's set, like, I mean, maybe it's because I have an ultra-wide monitor, but I see everything. Like, mine says private.
I don't. There's nothing I can change in the settings. Yeah. Although I do see a series of clocks. Some seem to be more well lit than others, but I can scroll all the way up. And now how far up can you scroll?
I can scroll all the way up, and there's like a, let me see, a scroll, and now I have a calendar as at the top.
All right, so
I can
when I scroll up,
basically to the attic.
here, so when I scroll up, the first clock going up is a small, round clock. It's to the left of the private sign, and it seems to be ticking constantly back and forth between 8:48-ish and 8:45.
For yours, like that's the top most you can go?
Yeah, that's, well, no. So all the clocks seem to be flicking back and forth between, like, around 8:45 for me.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I have that as well. I have a normal clock hanging from like a thread. On the left is a traditional clock with like a swinging pendulum. The right is a larger one that's more traditional hung, and then I have kind of like a cuckoo clock in the middle, and that one's ticking up and down as well. But all at the same time, around 8:45-ish.
And so I should ask, so did you see that same radio-like device as well?
I did, and when I scrolled through the times, they have text, actually, that appears at certain frequencies.
But okay, but do the actual positions have numbers associated?
Yes, the same numbers as you.
All right. Oh, I didn't actually scroll through,
Okay.
but I can see. All right, so I assume we have to find the proper
But can you scroll up any higher than the clocks?
Oh yes, absolutely. Oh Jesus!
You got scared by something again?
Fuck me! This goddamn clockwork
Wow.
beetle just come crawling down the stairs.
Oh man, I wish I had something spooky like that.
Oh my god! It just started it just came rattling down the fucking stairs. Oh Jesus!
So in mine, I have like a piece of parchment.
All right, so yeah, so I scroll up and I go to the next floor. The first thing I see are feathers from the White Raven. So yeah, I feel like we fell out of bounds of like how to like properly describe the scene first.
Yeah.
My apologies on that one. I got distracted.
No, it's fine.
So scrolling all the way to the top, finalizing at the ceiling, I see a window to the right, 4 sections looking out onto the woods, only showing the tops of trees, and to the left is a plaque that's a Wednesday that says News Wednesday edition, and the headline is Today Grand Opening of Clock Shop. It shows a picture of the clock shop as we see it, with the gears and everything. And there is text underneath the image that says, "In Raven's Clock Shop, you can buy all kinds of clockwork. Request commissions and get your old clock repaired." It reads, "Today, grand opening of Clock Shop. The world-renowned clockmaster, Mr. Raven, has opened a new clock shop in our town. He is said to be interesting," and then the text cuts off. It continues in the next paragraph. "The level of detail is exquisite. Our own queen is said to have a couple of his elegant pieces. Today he is opening," and then it cuts off again.
Weird. Okay, that is very different than my. So we're the same from the bottom, just kind of refreshing ourselves here. So I have the radio with the slider on the floral wall with the stairs leading up. Private sign, 4 clocks, all ticking around 8:45. But when I scroll above the clocks, the first thing I'm met with is floorboards and what looks to be some kind of a parchment rolled up. When I try to click on it, it just bounces. I can't click and drag or anything like that. It's almost like a bone.
It's the same for me with the feathers.
Okay. And when I scroll up higher, all I have is a wall with kind of chevron patterns. No window. I see kind of the roof joists and decking. Outside of the scenery, there's actually an interactive clock. Not a clock. An interactive calendar with month. I can change. Year is 1927. And then
so you said instead of a window?
Instead of a window, I have a calendar. And mine can be interacted with. I can set the month, I can set the day, and then I can set the actual number date via an interactive, like drag a square around. So my choices are, January through December. The year is 1927, and then I have to set a date, which I'm assuming is Wednesday for the grand opening of Raven's Cloth, or Raven's Clocks. I do not know the month, and this isn't Tuesday, March 14th, right? Is this the day he passed? No, we're in 1927, 10 years before his death. Okay, so I need to know the month, the day, and the date. And before we move on, just with that radio at the very bottom, I do have text that kind of tries to find itself near the time. Like I'm at near 820. Oh, there's the beetle. The beetle came around 820 kilohertz. No, because you reminded me, or you told me, so I kind of knew what to expect.
Oh, fair enough.
So if you don't mind, I'll scroll through the clock and let you know what text it says, and you can tell me if it matches with yours.
All right, yeah, I'm at the first set of text that pops up for me.
Okay. First set of text that pops up says, the oldest Raven daughter, Amelie, is a brilliant clockmaker and inventor. Her footsteps, ...
All right, so then my first bit of text then says ... missing. Mostly old cats and dogs. Let's hope they are all found soon.
Oh. And that's near the 820 kilohertz?
Mine is right after 525 kilohertz.
Oh, actually, yeah, I did have something right after 525. Last month, the police started getting several reports of pets going missing. Okay, that makes sense. Mine stops at
mostly
going ...
old cats and dogs.
Okay.
Let's hope they are all found soon. So let's see. So police missing pets. And that's a month ago. Right. I pulled out my
your pad.
My campus kanji practice book.
Nice.
So now I have grid paper as well. All right, so then I'll scroll forward to the next words.
Okay. And mine is again the start of a sentence, and this will be right before 8:20.
That matches mine as well.
Okay, so this was the oldest Raven daughter, Amelie, is a brilliant clockmaker and inventor. Her footsteps ... And
then mine continues, are usually followed by the ticking and scuttling of one of her creations.
Ah, that's the beetle.
And you said the name was Emily?
Amelie, Amalie, who I think that's the same name that was on the pocket watch I have.
Ah. Alright, so then I will scroll through to the next. So my next one is shortly, I'd say it's almost in the it's just shy of halfway between 820
and 115.
1115.
Okay, yep, that's where mine is as well. Again, I have the first half. The Raven family moved here a month ago and have worked day and night.
And then mine continues to be able to open their clock shop today, the 18th.
18th. That's the key info.
It was Wednesday the 18th.
the 18th. Alright. Scrolling through. Right.
So my next one is just after 1115.
Same. Okay. Another pet has been stolen during the night. This time it was Miss Jensen's. ...
Sweet old farm dog. Remember to lock your doors until this thief has been caught.
Scrolling through. Probably about 80% of the way to 1410. That's where mine comes up.
Same.
Alright. A strange occurrence has shook our village. Droves of lifeless ...
Birds have been found scattered across the forest floor. So mine's about I'd say maybe a third of the way after 1410.
Okay, perfect. Yep. No more walking for 5 miles to get your letters! Exclamation. It's now March and the ... So March, Wednesday, March 18th.
It is.
27.
And I'm sorry. What was the last few words?
It's now March and the...
Construction of our very own post office will start at the end of the month. So let's do. I'm just gonna note down post office end of the month. I don't think I had to go that deep because it just gave us the month.
Yeah. All right. And I have one more line right before 1705.
As do I.
All right. Mine says, an unusual white raven seems attached to the youngest member of the
Raven family. Let's hope for her sake that it will not go missing like those other pets. And I want to ask if it's the same for you. With the other ones, gentle music played, but for this one, it's just static in the background.
Static. Yeah. Very uncomfortable. And my beetles leaving.
All right. I have turned my radio off.
Oh shit! I accidentally left Raven's clocks. I will turn my radio off because I can't deal with the static. I wanted to see if I could interact with any of these clocks.
Yeah, I was just doing the same.
There's white kind of sparkles, like a white particle effects around that parchment or bone that was on the floor. I didn't notice that before.
I also want to note, actually, that one of the clocks, the one at the topmost section, the cuckoo clock, seems to be more well lit than the others.
Yeah, agreed. And that's one of the reasons I was trying to interact with them because of that. Funny enough, I had already before we got to this, I was dragging around and playing with the things. I think you had mentioned Wednesday previously, so I already had Wednesday lined up. And I just chose a Wednesday in the month and chose the 18th. So I already had everything but March selected. Believe it or not. Ooh, I found the other half of the ticket stub.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. So mine... Okay, so from where yours left off, you were 2 up, right?
So yeah, so it should be... So 1, 2 positions up.
Right. 3 to the right and 2 down. And then starting to the right.
And then starting to the right, that's correct.
Okay, so based on my ticket, it is a single square to the right from yours. And that'll leave you 3 blanks to the right of that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to go 1, 2, 3 positions up. You're going to go 2 positions to the right. 1 position up. And end 1 position to the right. That should put you at the second row from the top right corner. So top right corner, 1 down.
All right, now I want to so right now I'm outside of Raven's clocks.
Okay.
And I'm just setting myself up to get jump scared again. But I didn't notice before. I'm able to interact with the bushes.
I did not even try. I'm still in Raven's clocks because outside of the ticket stuff, which I can't keep for some reason, I have multiple different things in here. I'm trying to see what I can interact with. There's a Gulliver's Travels, Watchmaking book, longitude. So just a few books. Let me see, a compass, tweezers. Basically, it looks like watchmaker's tools. Okay, I can't really do anything with any of this. I really want to know what I can do with the parchment. Why are you interactable? Maybe we have to come back. Alright. I am now leaving. Oh yeah. Bushes are interactable. Look at that. Oh. Oopsie.
Alright, I am back at the train station, and it is now 9 o'clock sharp.
9 o'clock? Okay. I was going backwards just to make sure Rabbits was open. So I'm at 8 o'clock. I'm going to go to 9 o'clock just to match you.
Alright, and I'll be sitting
o'clock.
at the train mechanism.
Okay, I'm here. I'm going to follow the pattern, and I'll let you know when I... So I'm going 2 up. Going 3 right. 2 down. 1 right. 3 up. 2 right. 1 up. 1 right. I heard a tick. Did it work for you?
I as well heard a clicking.
Okay.
And what sounds like a train coming to station.
Yep. Alright. I'm going to
back so now leaving the box.
And there is
now a train.
Perfect. Dare we click on the train? Alright. Yeah. Let's do the train. Gotta pull my game back. Okay. I'm clicking the train in 3, 2, click. Tricked you there, didn't I?
I didn't know we were doing a countdown. So I'm now getting displayed chapter 2.
Yes, chapter 2. What's your text?
Mine says, I told Lairk I was making her a clock, but she wasn't interested. She was too busy playing with her stupid bird.
Ooh. Mine's a little darker. Chapter 2. It was getting harder to find animals for my experiments, but I still knew one I could get access to easily.
And so then I hit continue, and the date begins to change.
To 1932?
To 1932.
Alright. What's your scene?